This is a team that takes every home game very seriously. And you can see that from their shot earlier as they came through the tunnel. It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan, alongside Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And we've got David Aldridge, our Hall of Famer, patrolling the sideline. Now let's take a look at some of the numbers for Jason Tatum.
And guys, his effective field goal percentage is trending in the wrong direction over the past 5 games. Shot discipline hasn't been the best. He'll be looking to play a smarter game tonight.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Dub is out there with Harris. And it's Pierce. Then there's Jakob Poeltl. And it's Clowney in at the 4. And for Boston, Ward out there with the bodyguard. Then it's White. Then there's Jason Tatum. And it's Brown in at the 1. Coach, what did you like to see from your teams at this point of the season?
Well, you would think, Kevin, that at this point we would be making fewer mistakes, and especially mental mistakes where we break down. There's always going to be physical mistakes. You're going to have some turnovers. Hopefully they're not out of carelessness. But you shouldn't be missing rotation or not executing a play, not setting a screen. Execution and attention to detail should be good by now.
Here's Brown after the basket by Brooklyn. Nice ball movement by Boston. Pass to Ward. Here's Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Yeah, no hesitation, no overthinking it. Tatum just takes the shot.
In the corner, it's Harris. Outside, Pierce. Misses the 3. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. It's White on the wing. Pass to Brown. Outside Tatum. Off target from outside.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look. And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's White. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Here's Ward. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And this is the attack mindset you want to see coming into the game.
Well, getting a good offensive player, a high percentage look, there's nothing better than that.
On the wing, Harris. White covering. In low, and it's Brooklyn scoring again.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Outside Tatum. Back to Brown. Pass to the bodyguard. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here is Harris. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Or the pass to Brown. Here's Ward. And the call will be against Harris. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. To the middle. Or the pass to the body. 6 to shoot. The 3 from Tatum.
This hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
To the paint. Pass to Dub. Now here's Pierce. Rebounded by Ward.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there. Right at the rim, but came up empty.
Here's the bodyguard, defended by Pierce. The bodyguard passes to Brown. Here's Tatum. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection. That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Pass to Clowney. Here's Doug, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And a quick review, looking at some numbers here for Pierce. And he's in the top 20 in steals, bringing that focus and intensity. And
you noted it. His points per game average is unreal right now. He's literally propping up the team's offense, scoring whenever they need him to. Pritchard, he's checked in for the Celtics. And the Nets making a change here as well. Porter's checked in. Brown inside the line. Over to the wing. They set the pick. And stolen by Harris. To end the cold streak, count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throw of the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Here's Brown. He had 35 points last game out. Outside Tatum. Back to Brown. Boston again missing. And so it's Pierce with it. He brings it up for Brooklyn. Or the pass to Pritchard.
When I started moving down I found the website. I'm going to hear the beautiful website so fast it'll blow my customers' knowledge.
Pass to Ward. 4 on the clock. Here's Brown. Connects in the foul line. Brown's got his second basket of the night.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Here's Doug. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Rebounded by Ward. Ward's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Pass to Brown. Tatum a screen. That doesn't go either for Brown.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Here's Doug. Pierce inside the three-point line, and the Nets miss again.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Brown, no good.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Screen by Pirtle. To the inside. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Harris has got 4 assists in the game.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs it right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Gordon check in for the Celtics. Just got to check out the NBA's most efficient scorers. Look at cool hands. So solid around the basket. Currently third in the league.
And just so reliable offensively. It's one thing to find good looks, but you've got to finish when you get them, and he does at a fantastic rate.
Here's Pritchard. Still yet to score. Poked away. Porter kicks to Harris. And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time.
Aaron Gordon.
That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
To the wing on the left. Here's Dub. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Dub's got 9.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment. You see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Now here's Gordon. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Pass to Pritchard. Cranes the three-pointer. Pritchard's got the game tied up here for the Celtics.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside. And a nice kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
Harris outside. 1:52 left in the first quarter of the game. Dub, no good.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And it's the bodyguard missing. And it's Harris with the ball for Brooklyn.
Yeah, a snowball effect in that one. One thing would go wrong, but then another. Really the story of the game.
Yeah, they just committed too many mistakes at both ends. But credit their opponent for being disruptive. He's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
I see you
Brown
later.
outside. Pass to the bodyguard. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Outside Porter for the three. It's hauled in by Gordon. Boston shooting to start this game off about 41% from the floor. Here's Brown. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Boston. Tatum comes in for Brown. 41 seconds left in the first. Inside. And the basket by Pierce. Pierce has got his second basket of the night.
Gets one to fall, but only his second make in the first 7 attempts.
There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg, and that was special. That was really special. Here's feeling it out of him. Picked by Finney Smith. Pierce, good. Pierce has got 7 points in the game. One quarter in the books. It's been a close one so far. Brooklyn ahead. They lead by 3. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Brooklyn.
Well, they've set the tone early with their pace. So important to capitalize on transition opportunities, and it keeps the defense off balance.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
Aaron Gordon out there with Clint Capella. Then there's Jason Tatum. And it's Hauser in at the 3 spot. That's the Boston 5. And it's Foster missing. Boston trails by 3. Now Tatum. He had 15 points last out. Pass to Pritchard. Back to Tatum. A 3 from Tatum.
Solid take 3. Tatum is not shy about firing away.
Dan, as you know, in past years, Peyton Pritchard had always wanted a starting role. Now, more opportunity, and he has responded.
Yeah, Kevin, he's very competitive and certainly deserving of rotation minutes. He is just now entering his prime.
So it's the Celtics now, following the bucket by the Nets. We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Here's Capella. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
A big who lives inside. Capella knows he's a center. He knows he makes his living off scoring close in against that good D.
It's Pierce on the wing. Gets it from downtown. Pierce has got the lead up to 3 now for Brooklyn.
Well, coaches will take that any day. Don't pass up open threes like that.
Pass to Tatum. Just 5 on the clock. Puts it up from 12, and he hits the jump shot. Tatum's got 5 points in the quarter.
He's so good in that medium range area. Tatum can create space and shoot over the top of the defense.
Now here's Pierce. He's coming off a 16-point game against Milwaukee. Back to Porter from the arc. And Boston with the rebound.
Really a disappointing effort. That game could have and should have been closer than it was.
Yeah, look, that's not the kind of performance they would have liked. But the one good thing about this league, the next game's always right around the corner.
Using his teammates, Tatum creates just enough daylight to get off a shot.
Pass to McNeely. And here's Pierce. A 3. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
Here's Pritchard. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Foster against Tatum. Tatum gets it to go inside.
Well, I know we don't want to jinx it, but he's still perfect from the field in this quarter.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played, and the shot goes in.
Well, maybe the defense thinks they can live with that, but he's pretty consistent from that mid-range area.
Pritchard passes to Gordon. Here's Pritchard. Odd pass to Gordon, and then Gordon hit the dunk.
He was practically levitating over the floor. Aaron Gordon.
Here's the screen. He takes it in. Stan, I could talk about coaching with you from morning till night, but what's the most difficult part of coaching that maybe the average fan doesn't know about?
Well, there's probably a lot of things like that, Kevin, so I'll just give you one. When you're coaching a star player who's on the decline a little bit, in his own mind, he's still that guy he was in his best years, but you have to limit his role, not getting as many shots, things like that, and there can be some tension, and it's with a guy that you have huge, huge respect for.
That's a great example. Coaching an aging star. Very different. Bodyguards checked in for Boston. Derek White comes in for Pritchard. And he makes both free throws.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Now, here's Tatum. He's got 12. Wide, a screen on Harris. From 18 feet away. Tatum no good.
That wasn't a bad shot. Defense played a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Pass to Harris, and there's a whistle. That goes on the bodyguard. That's his first foul. Brown is checked in for Clint Capella. Comes checked in for the Nets. Harris looking it over. Here's Clowney. Got a piece of it. Tatum wide open. He fires one. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got 5 rebounds tonight. Porter against White. Fires the 3. Denied for the 3rd time. He's 0 for 3. Pass to the bodyguard. And here is Tatum. Shot clock at 6. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
All right, a chance to check out stats for the bodyguard. Just an incredible month of basketball. He's averaging about 19 points per, 12 rebounds, and 7 assists. And with his skill set on the offensive end, he is such a threat on the floor.
Yeah, he's the kind of guy that makes life easier for his teammates. He demands so much defensive attention.
Celtics making a switch here. Capella's checked in. On the wing, Harris. Light covering, and Capella sends it back.
Offensively, you have to be aware of Capella. He is a block master.
The bodyguard. Nice D from Porter. For Brooklyn, they've gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Celtics have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. White, bounce pass. The bodyguard passes to Brown. Capella with a screen on Porter. It's good from long range. Brown's got the lead up to 4 now for Boston.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
Here's Dub, 11 points in the game. Lets it go from the wing. And Boston with the rebound. Capella's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's the bodyguard. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
You know, Derek White is what you call a combo guard. He can play on or off the ball. There we saw his passing ability.
Now here is Harris. He's coming off a 16-point game against Milwaukee.
Yeah, but you can't talk about his performance without mentioning what he did defensively in terms of shot blocking. He was a force of nature.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, coming out of high school at 6'0", Derek White didn't receive any full scholarship offers. He says it was humbling, but it drove me to get better. Each time you have the doubters, you just put a little chip on your shoulder. The 29th pick overall in 2017 has come a long way. Kevin, those chips are still there.
You're so right, David. Thanks. He's become a heck of a player.
Shut down. Doing a great job.
Gonzalez, he's checked in for the Nets. Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard. Certainly been a good month for these teams on the offensive glass.
They have gone all out to win the rebounding battle every night, and it's been paying off. I mean, the second chance points thus far have been really impressive.
Pass to Dub. To halt the run. Rebounded by Capella.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backcourt.
Brooklyn trails by 8. Here's Dub. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Now here's Brown. 8 points for him. In the corner, it's Harris. Shoots over White. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Harris.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He is going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
So 20 years at this rate, probably same with this one. I got to move for that. If you can't go right in the front of this country, you're back to the ultimate. And this helps you think. It's what we do.
And some changes in for the Celtics. Aboard, he's checked in for Clint Capella. And it's Jason Tatum in for Gordon. And then for Brooklyn, Turtle comes in for Porter. And it's Pierce in for Gonzalez.
Here, we will just learn, we innovate, working with award-winning faculty to solve real-world challenges. Learning goes beyond the classroom, on the field, in the studio, and out in the real world. We gain hands-on experience with what we can graduate.
1:32 left to play here in the half. To the middle. It's tipped and stolen by Harris. Here's Dub. He's got 13. Outside, Pierce shoots over White. The bodyguard grabs the board. Celtics leading by 4. Lets a floater go. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, look, if you're trying to slow down White, you first have to match his activity level.
In a moment now, look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Celtics.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
Well, White is such a well-rounded player. He can run the offense, act as an off-ball threat, he sets screens, and he's an all-defensive team level player. He checks a lot of boxes.
Both good
You're
from the line
watching
that time.
Fox Sports presentation.
Brooklyn trails by 6. Harris outside. Clock at 6.
Boston foul. Number 48. Second
Brooklyn shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
at the line for the Nets. Harris taking 2 shots.
Start the year off big at the Rams. Start something new sales event. With America's most powerful electric gas trucks. Offered with legendary LED8. And the largest touchscreen in its class.
And that one misses.
Get your year off to a strong start with a great deal at the Rams. Start something new sales event.
Good on the second free throw.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Brown the pass to Tatum. 34 seconds left in the second quarter. Brown drives in. Back to Tatum. Sweet move. A rebound by the Nets.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were
there. Here's the bodyguard. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
Yeah, they're going for the throat. Performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for Boston. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Coach Jason Kidd. Jason, how do you feel about your team's performance?
I feel great. You know, we're sharing the ball. We're making extra passes. We're attacking the paint. And if we can continue to do that, puts us in a good seat.
Jason, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Welcome. First up on the agenda tonight, let's see how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up.
It's far enough into the season now where you can tell which guys are for real and which guys are pushing for that ROI.
I remember in 1990, you winning that award, mainly because you should have won that championship that year. Those darn superstars.
Turning back now to that game we've been watching. A positive first half for the Celtics.
I like how they've been hitting the boards, man. Playing real hard. That's a great sign for the second half.
Yeah, but the score is close. If they want to pull away, you got to do more than rebound.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
Price the rebound for the rookie. On the 10th of first half, time for the game.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a quick one as both teams try to gain an edge. Hula get tough in this game, but he's been everywhere.
We'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room because you're right. He's the problem right now.
You know, his first concept. Meanwhile, he got the price like every price.
Brooklyn trails by 5. Starting off the second half, here's Jordy Fernandez's 5. They've got Pirtle. Harris is out there with Dub. It's Pierce. And it's Clowney in at the power forward.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest.
Here's the bodyguard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Stan, of all the different styles of offense in this NBA, what style is the toughest to defend, toughest to stop?
Kevin, I don't think there's really any difference in terms of styles or systems in terms of what's tough to stop. It's players, and it's how well a system maximizes their best players. That's what makes teams tough to stop.
And the first one.
Good job by Big Dog. Usually shoot.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And the Nets with possession here. 4-point game. Harris outside. Pass to Clowney. Fader on the way. Some solid defense from Brown. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. And it's the bodyguard missing.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
Well, it's not easy to time that up. Just not quite in sync yet.
Here's Pierce. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Jason Tatum.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
The Nets shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. And that one falls for Pierce.
The finish off the glass, and then Miles Bird says, got an answer for that. The viewpoint now, the big shoulder, and the tough finish over the Wolfpack defender.
Pierce, it's 2.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
Pass to Ward. White looking around. Knocks it loose. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Down low. Here's Ward. Power down after the assist. Let him into the lead.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Outside, Pierce. Buries it from 3-point range. Pierce has got 18 points in the game.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Hits it from 3-point range. He has 5.
Well, for obvious reasons, this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in White running the pick and roll.
Jordy Fernandez has called a timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. You look at the Celtics. They're 6th right now in the conference with lots of time to make a move. And, of course, there's the Nets, 2.5 games back.
And right now for the Nets, they find themselves as just a middle-of-the-road team this year. Opponents they would have blown away last season are giving them all they can handle at this point.
Well, it shows you just how quickly things change in this league. Even if the rosters look similar, these aren't the same opponents.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Throws it up high. Pierce against Brown. Pass to Dub. For 3, Harris. And the Nets miss again. Boston leading by 4. Or the pass to Brown. Tatum on the wing. Defended by Pierce. To the inside. Here's Ward. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Ward's got 4 points in the quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Pass to Pierce. Here's Dub. 15 points in the game. Shot from 12. Bank shot. No good.
I don't know what happened there. About as easy an attempt as you could possibly ask.
Brown with it. 8 points for him. From past the arc. Pierce with a rebound. Pierce has got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Harris. Here's Clowney. Here's Dub. Buries the long-range jumper. Dub's got 18 points in the game.
It seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from three-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Here's against Tatum. 5 to shoot. A 3-ball. They get it back. White dishes to Tatum. Denied! Pierce with the block. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Well, that one stings. In a game where every possession counts, he just gave one away.
And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
Here's Dub. He's got 18. Harris inside. White on him. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game. What? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
There's the screen. The 3 from Tatum. Second chance effort. And the layup is good. And that's 10 points for Cool Hands.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordy Fernandez. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust.
7.3 wingspan, finishes at the rim. Yeah, we got shot blocking, defensive passing. We're talking David Jr. And the guys stepped up. Especially because of the call out.
The Celtics making a switch here. Gordon's checked in. And the Nets also making a change. Porter's checked in.
He picks up the coverage. He's and to dedicate space to top the top there and do that.
Pass to Dub. Outside Pierce. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Celtics leading by 5. The bodyguard. No good from outside. The Nets have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
On the wing, Gordon. Pierce covering. Nailed from three-point land. And now it's an 8-point Boston lead.
This is why Tatum is a volume three-point shooter, because he knows how accurate he can be.
Pass to Porter. Six on the shot clock. It's blocked. And here is Tatum. He's got 15. Brown outside. There's the pick. The tray. The rebound by the Nets. Dub's got his 4th rebound in this one. Good on the three-point shot. Dub's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the 3rd for the Nets.
And he's just living out beyond the arc right now. What a weapon to have on the floor.
Well, he's firing away with confidence from downtown. The defense better adjust to this, and fast. Well, he had 6 points from beyond the arc in the first half, but yet to get it going here in the second.
Hurdle with a screen on Tatum. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Harris. Harris has got 7 points. Boston shooting a troubling 38% in the 3rd. Not the finest work of this offense. Here's Ward. He's got 10. Brown outside. Drills the three-pointer. He's got 11.
Well, that's now his 3rd triple of the game. First here in this second half.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. This break in the action. Here's a look at the teams that have blocked the most shots in the NBA this last month.
They have been racking up the blocks lately. I mean, if they keep this up, they're going to be a very difficult matchup for anybody.
Pass to McNeely. Here's Dub. Great D that time from Tatum.
And this has been an outstanding display on the board, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Porter finds Pierce over Gordon, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And that's now 20 points for the Profits. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Boston. They lead by 4. Hit the floater. Rebounded by the Nets. Dubs got 5 rebounds tonight. 1:22 left in the third quarter. They set the pick.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that is right on point.
Edwards, he's checked in for the Celtics. Richard comes in for Brown. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Dub. Celtics leading by 4. Now Tatum, 15 points in the game. There's the triple, and he's good on the 3-ball. Tatum's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of this.
Goes up and lays it nice and easy. He's got 8.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the 3-point shot.
Edwards passes to Pritchard. 35 seconds left to play in the third. Shot clock at 6. Tatum against Pierce. Tatum's shot is off. Brooklyn trails by 5. Now here's Porter. Nothing on the board. Tries it from the top of the key. Again, the Nets for 2. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Celtics lead by 3. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this.
Nevada led for most of the first half, but in the second half, San Diego State has been in charge.
And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball. How about the perfect delivery?
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. You've got White. Clint Capella is out there with the bodyguard. Then it's Aaron Gordon. And it's Pritchard in a point guard. That's the Boston 5. And it's the bodyguard missing. Brooklyn trails by 3. There's the steal. Here's Gordon, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And let's see what the Nets have coming up on Monday and then on Friday.
And for that game against San Antonio, it's a chance for them to come out and knock off the top dog in the league. A win there could be a big step forward for this team.
Free throw good, Gordon.
Well, you know, guys, every team could use a glue guy like Gordon. He brings all the intangibles and will do whatever it takes to win.
We did get it through the second foul. Only committed 2 team fouls. You know, I thought my aggressiveness. You don't want to necessarily. You don't want to.
He doesn't get the second one.
And crucially, he did enough there to make it a 2-possession game.
For the 3, it's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Pass to Pritchard. It's rebounded by McNeely. Brooklyn trails by 4. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Boston?
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And they've also played exceptionally well in the paint tonight, taking advantage of their opportunity to work inside.
First free throw is good.
This group that's in the
and he makes both free throws.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for Boston. A 2-point game. The fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Second personal foul, second team foul. At the line for 2, Derek White.
And that one falls for White.
Don't allow that curl cut. Brother, good hold on to it, but it's off to the clips. Here's what I'm talking about. The high up area, second and screen, but also right there.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
They're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now.
First personal foul, second team foul. At the line for the Nets, 0. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
4 assists to complement. He got 14 points.
He's perfect from the line this time. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. And the call will be against Harris. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
It's still early in the period, and they're only 1 foul away from being over the limit.
Gordon dishes to Capella. Back to Gordon. White against Harris. 4 on the shot clock. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
4th personal foul, 4th team foul. At the line for Boston, Derek White, taking 2 shots.
Body pain holding you back? Well, the long-term pain, I'm Tylenol. Just One dose of relief provides up to 12 hours of relief from all types of body pain.
The first one falls.
It's just like a new home. Leaking toilets? Thanks. Olympia. Age can fix your toilet. Today, Age.com.
And so he makes both from the line. And the Nets with possession here, trailing by 4. Harris outside. Porter with the screen for Harris. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
Here's White. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. And the Celtics lead by 3. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And a wide open look for Porter. Can't tie it up as that one misses. For Boston, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And it's the bodyguard missing. Brooklyn trails by 3. Pass to McNeely. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Harris, no good. Boston shooting here about 46% for the game. Here's the bodyguard. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Ward, he's checked in for the Celtics. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Brooklyn. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting 43% from the field. Harris with it. And slam dunk by Harris.
Vital basket there. This is just the time, and really just the situation when he looks to take over.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
Look, shooting off the catch is something White's become really good at.
Brooklyn trails by 4. Pass to Clowney. Now here is Poeltl. A shot. And Boston with the rebound. Ward's got his 16th rebound on the night. Right the pass to the Brooklyn. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. White against Harris. To the paint. On the wing, Harris. Clock is at 3. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Harris has got 9 points here in the second half. Outside, White. They set the pick. With the drive. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Celtics lead by 6.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Pass to Clowney. From the arc. Rebounded by the Celtics. Here's the bodyguard. Here's Ward. Drops in the layup for 2. And now an 8-point Celtic lead.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well.
With a screen on Gordon. Here's McNeely. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be Aaron Gordon.
At the line for the Nets, McNeely, 2 shots.
This stuff right here, has changed my life. This is something that you definitely want to add to your game. So just be ready. One thing you're not
First one falls for it. Some changes for Boston. Jason Tatum comes in for Aaron Gordon, and it's Brown in for Pritchard. Dubs checked in for Brooklyn.
Giving them what they need sure and focus on the things that matter most. Get growing at youthful.com/Merrill.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Celtics leading by 7. And he lobs it up with the rim. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. McNeely, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
The kick out to Tatum. There's a good screen. Down low, Hurdle with the steal. Inside, here's McNeely. And no good. Great D that time from Tatum. For Boston, they've gone 6 of 9 on the field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
And stolen by Tatum. Here's Brown. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Exceptional play there to take the ball and still get it to fall.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Here's his check in.
Shooting 1.
The best players, and they got not the best game with the Jayhawks. I mean, watch out for Westbrook, one of the best three-point shooters.
And that one misses. Brooklyn trails by 9.